Welcome to my debate of the week, and this is about what happened with Nia Jax, Becky Lynch, and the future for the WWE. Look, let's make this clear. We already know what happened with Nia, that she legitimately punched out. She cold-cocked Becky Lynch to the face. She wasn't elbowing her. There was someone who took a video of the entire thing. You see her in a position like she was actually a boxer, and she punched her dead in the face. She punched her clean. Now, I've heard the Lex Man's video, and I heard JD's video. And they both have different point of views, and I'm going to give my own. But the person I might focus a little bit much more on than JD will be the Lex Man. Because of the way he talked made me think I'm not saying he doesn't have the right to think what he thinks. He's a very knowledgeable wrestling fan. The guy knows a lot. He does. I'm sure he knows a lot more than I do. Definitely he does. But I think because of his own feelings and biases, it may make him a little more skewed to what's going on. A lot of fans actually being skewed from what I understand, particularly what's going on because of the landscape of what's going to happen in Survivor Series. But let's get this with Nia Jax. A lot of people said Nia Jax should be fired. A lot of people say Nia Jax should be burned at the stake. A lot of people are saying, hey, she shouldn't be treated bad. You're bullying her. Let's break this down simply so I can move on. Does Nia Jax deserve heat? Yes, she does. Is she really bad in the ring? Yes, she is. And I've even said this myself multiple times. When Nia Jax needed to be pushed, they didn't do it. When Nia Jax should never have been brought up quickly, they brought up too quickly. And now, not only has she hurt Becky, understand, this is not the first time that she's hurt somebody. As far as I can tell, she's hurt Sasha Banks twice, as far as I know. She's hurt Bayley pretty badly once. She's hurt, I don't think she hurt Dana Brooke, but I think she hurt a little bit. She definitely hurt Zelina Vega. She now definitely hurt Alexa Bliss because she has a concussion. She can't work. And now Becky Lynch she hurt. Nia Jax clearly needs to get things straightened out. Now, if she did a Cameron right now, if the WWE released a statement and she did a video on the WWE website saying simply, ladies and gentlemen, I am sorry for what I did to Becky Lynch. I've already apologized to her. And I realize I have a major issue that I need help. I need more training. So I am giving up my position in Raw and going back to NXT. If the WWE did that and she voluntarily left her position on Raw to go to NXT and take a pay cut, that would actually help a lot for her not to be bashed so badly on social media. Because as it stands right now, the WWE, as far as I can tell, they're not going to do anything. She's still going to get a shot against Ronda Rousey. And Ronda Rousey, understand, Ronda Rousey needs someone to work with that knows what they're doing. And she doesn't. And as it stands, you're going to have Nia Jax, who legitimately is a bad jobber. And I state this very clearly for the record. And I don't care if anyone thinks I'm an idiot. When you look at Nia Jax compared to Tamina, I know everyone says Tamina is fucking boring. She's not but a damn jobber, she's fucking boring. But guess what? At least she knows how to job. I've always said Tamina Snuka has been fucked over by the company multiple times. And she should have at least once held the title, even if it was for 2 months. The woman earned that. It's not the point that she's not charismatic. She can job. And everyone else and their mother held that title before she ever even smelled it. She deserved to have that title once. Once to hold a title. She never has. So I would rather have a boring jobber like Tamina Snuka that you know, generally speaking, she knows how to do the job properly. She's not going to hurt anybody. You haven't heard anyone get hurt by Tamina Snuka compared to a Nia Jax who has hurt, I'm sure, at least Sasha, Bayley, Zelina Vega, Alexa Bliss, and now Becky Lynch. So I'm making it very clear. Wish for a Tamina Snuka. I don't care if you think she's fucking boring. Ask for a working jobber. Not a jobber who can't even throw a punch properly and acted way too stiff. Period. And I'm not bashing Nia Jax because I hate her ass like everyone else. I'm looking at her as the point of view of someone who was brought up too soon to the main roster due to the fact of the connections to the Samoan heritage. And just to let you know, if you don't know, she's half Samoan and half German. Her mom is German. Her mom is German. I saw. Look on the website of YouTube and look for her and her mom. Her mom says she's German, from Germany directly. So she's half German, half Samoan. It doesn't make a difference because you still get what you want. Now, let's move on away from that and talk about what the Lex Man said. The Lex Man, he made it very clear that he'd rather see Nia Jax fired or go to NXT and get good. He knows, just like I do, they're not going to send her to NXT. What I said would be the best case scenario to try and salvage her credibility, because as it stands, it's going to stay bad. But he's sick of her, he's done with her. But the thing that gets me was that he said that the main event of Survivor Series has been taken from the fans. The main event of Survivor Series. I want to repeat that again. The main event of Survivor Series between Becky Lynch and Ronda Rousey was taken from the fans. Now, JD had another similar thought that one of the best matches that could be easily a main event, which I do agree, was going to be Becky Lynch and Ronda Rousey. But I think this is something they both are tending to forget. Because as it stands right now, the WWE, even though this was a terrible accident, how Becky Lynch got her face smashed in, is exactly what they wanted from the very beginning. And I want to repeat this again. This is exactly what they wanted from the beginning, almost 3 months ago or more. When it came to when, I'm being clear here. I'm not being sexist. I'm not being a pig. Nothing. But I'm just going to describe what's the problem. When you look at Charlotte, she went away for almost 2 months to get her breasts redone. And I believe they got either increased in size or she decided to wear more tighter tops to show more of her cleavage of her titties. That's the way you see her. When it comes down to it, this is exactly what the WWE wanted from the very beginning. Mind you, and I'm going to repeat this again, this is a horrible well, not an accident. This is a horrible situation. Because Nia Jax was careless and sloppy, and this was caused by her and the bad booking. We can say it like that. The bad booking WWE and the total big mess up of a Nia Jax. But this isn't what the scenario was supposed to be. A Becky Lynch versus Ronda Rousey. It was supposed to be Charlotte. Charlotte was supposed to be dealing with Ronda Rousey. This is what they originally wanted. But everyone was screaming for a Becky Lynch to succeed. Everyone was screaming for Becky Lynch to get what she deserved. And that's the reason why they let her win the title and then they let her retain it. This wasn't what the WWE wanted. They want to make women look good, at least good enough so they can make more money and a more profit. So they threw, guess what? The fans a bone. But it doesn't mean they wanted to. This is what people don't get. They say, well, Becky's the hottest thing there. Yeah, because the fans made her that way. Because the fans were not supposed to make it that way. Remember, Becky Lynch is the heel. That's where the WWE presented it to us. Calm yourself. When it comes to Charlotte, who I state 100% is one of, not as bad as Nia Jax. She's better than her, but not by a huge amount. Out of the totem pole of women that came out of NXT, you got Sasha, and I'm saying this clearly, for anyone who says bullshit, listen to me. You look at an all-around wrestler, not just someone who goes in the freaking ring where everyone, that's all you think about. Someone who does decent promos, who holds himself outside the ring, who holds himself inside the ring, who has some level of charisma, who can tell a story. Sasha's number 1. Becky was number 2. Bayley was number 3, and at a distant 4th, Because you're talking about a Charlotte Flair. A woman who's imitating her father's movesets. Yes, she's added a little bit more, like the figure 8. But Rick did flips. He did moonsaults. Everything that she's done is an exact copy of her father. Not because she's genetically acting like her dad. It's because she's copying her father. And that is the reason why I say this every single time. When it comes to Charlotte, she has no character. None. She is a Ric Flair light with tits and an ass. And a ladies area. No offense to any woman. And I'm making it very clear, I'm not being disrespectful to any woman. But that's what you have. A Ric Flair light. A Ric Flair want to be. That's what she is. And instead of being herself, she's being her dad. So she will always mess up. She will always hurt people. She's hurt Bayley. She's hurt Sasha. She's hurt Becky. And as much as you want to say no, yes. But also, the reason she looks so good is because she had a Sasha, she had a Becky Lynch, and she had a Bayley covering for her. So at this moment in time, you now hear so many people where we're getting a dream match now of Charlotte going against Ronda Rousey. Really? You're not getting a freaking dream match. You're getting exactly what the WWE wants you to get. The only reason you're getting it now is because Becky got hurt. The only reason Becky got somewhere now is because they really wanted to make things look good for women. Because they wanted Charlotte from the very beginning. They did. And all of you fall for it. Until you understand that Charlotte is not the best. That Sasha's better than her. Becky is better than her. Even Bayley is better than her. You're going to fall for it every single time. So the landscape of the WWE has changed due to the fact of Roman Reigns. Now the landscape has changed down due to the fact of Becky Lynch not being there. As popular as Becky Lynch is going to be when she comes back, and she will be popular, if it's 1 month, 2 months, or 6 months down the road, you're still stuck with the same stupid situation. You're going to see the WWE push somebody they don't want. Right now, everyone's excited for Charlotte and Ronda Rousey. But what happens after Charlotte wins or loses against Ronda? What do you think is going to happen when it comes down to it, when it comes to Charlotte? You're going to be stuck with the same damn problem when you had with Roman Reigns. Someone people are not going to like. That's being pushed. If Becky doesn't come back within the next 2 months, I'm definitely sure they're going to strip her of the title. And either they're going to probably have a tournament to try and see who will be the new champion. And it'll be Charlotte. Not Asuka. Not Naomi, who has improved herself. None of those two. You can actually say Naomi and Asuka are the only ones there that have done a pretty damn good job. What else you have? Huh? You're not going to let Alana get it. You're not going to let the Iconics get it. Those are the only two left. So she's going to run through the entire roster. You're not going to let Carmella have it. So you're just going to let Charlotte once again be on top. And everyone else gets no storylines. No good. They're going to be in tag matches. Charlotte will get singles matches with sometimes tag. But she's mainly going to have single matches where everyone under her is going to be doing tag. Do you think that's fair? No. So I find this detestable that everyone is so happy to see Charlotte win this situation. And what I mean by that, the WWE got exactly what they wanted. Charlotte is now their woman. Because now the ones the fan wants so badly has been taken out by a very sloppy wrestler. I hope you're happy. Because as it stands now, to be honest, I don't see anything great when it comes to Charlotte versus Ronda Rousey. The only thing that mattered was Becky versus Ronda Rousey. You're having Charlotte. What does that mean? Nothing. Because she has nothing. She has no character. And now she's dealing with a Ronda Rousey who is green as fuck. Way worse than Alexa Bliss or guess who? Nia Jax. She's still learning. She's only been in the business, what, 9 months? Counting how much time she's trained at the Performance Center? Or wherever she trained? You guys really don't get it. So lost. And I'm not bashing you. I'm just saying you don't see it. I can. You can't. But this is my point of view. You guys tell me below how you feel. Have a good day. Have a good night. And look at my next video. I'm going to make another one. I'll probably upload it after this one. Daniel Bryan. And what I think is going to happen with him. Peace.